Good afternoon. Is this thing working?
Yep, good afternoon.
Finally. Hey, Mark, how are you? Steve? Hope everybody's doing well.
I'm good, thank you. Hope you are.
Oh, just peachy. First of all, thanks to Phyllis, who's going to fill in. Rachel's not feeling well, and so prayers to her. She's having some health issues, and so Phyllis is going to pick up hers this semester. So thanks to Phyllis, that gives her a lot on the CC1 visits, but they're all virtual, so hopefully that will help. And Phyllis is also pulling the load this semester on student teachers, and so she's working harder than the rest of us put together, I'm afraid, for very little pay, but so I appreciate that. Renita will be with me, tomorrow night, Renita will be with me, and so we're all set to go. Let's talk about classes for just a minute, and then we'll talk about CC1s. Steve's already met with his. Danny and Kathy and Robin and Jamal have met with theirs. Anna and Sheena are going to start Wednesday night. They should have Zoom that they need. Hopefully, Jackie's got Zoom now. She's got a pro account. So hopefully everybody's got a pro account that need one so they can go past 30 minutes. So I think that all got squared away at the end of the week. I was working with Dee Dee on that. And so hopefully all of our Zoom accounts are right. Everybody's got access. You got your classes, your shells are good. And so Steve, that's right. I'm sorry. Steve's doing Rachel's CC1s. I don't know why I was thinking. Phyllis is doing student teachers. That's right. Phyllis is doing her group and student teachers, and Steve's got Rachel. So thanks to Steve, he's picking those up. I think there's about 10 new ones this semester, and he inherited about 6. I don't have to worry about them, hopefully, but he's got 10. So yeah, that's right. Steve, I'm sorry. I was thinking about student teachers. So everybody's filling in and doing what we need to. Again, prayers for Rachel.
I thought Phyllis had taken me off the hook.
No. You still on the hook. You the man. You are the man. So no, I was thinking about something. Phyllis is bailing us out on student teachers, and you're bailing us out on these. So I'm very pleased with that. Everything seems to be good. All of our Zoom accounts, all of our shells are good. Everything should be good. Our coaches are ready to roll. Renita and Josh are going to be teaching some classes this semester. They won't get paid much, but I'll grade the work. So everything's in good order. We had a few drops today, financial aid decisions, as you know, came through. So I think we had about 4 drops today. I will send you either right before or right after the town hall with the legacies tonight at 6. I will send you the updated CC1 list. I'll take those off. I've got it already in the hopper ready to go here, but I'm having technical difficulties. Zoom was updating and giving me a hard time tonight. So as long as I can stay on Zoom and get some things done, I'll get that done. But I think everybody's in good shape. Mark, you've got 2 continuing groups to evaluate their mind. They'll be ready in about 6 or 8 weeks. I see Joe Bullis is here. Joe, we accelerated the 604s, the 603s, the 604s, and so I know y'all will be able to adapt to that. We were talking about the group that went to 604 with Lisa. I don't see, she's not here, but the group that went to 605, like the 03 and the 04 groups that I had, they're all at they should be PSYOP only. They shouldn't cap. And so just a reminder to myself and to Anna and Sheena, I see Anna's here, we're going to need to get them at least started on the cap before summer. For the groups that we've got in 603, the 3-semester program. If don't, we won't get them finished this summer. We'll go to the whip on them. We'll get the OMA, the skip, and maybe half the cap out of them. So that'll be good. And so But those of you in 605, I think y'all are all in good shape. Other than I had two that are on incompletes, and Anita and Lisa are already dealing with that. But other than that, I think everybody's good. Again, I want to thank Robin. We had an excellent time with Thomasville a few days ago. We're working that each month this spring. Robin went first. She did teacher evaluation. Jill Payne's going to do differentiation. I'm going to do master scheduling. We've got some other things going on with them as well. Josh Shane's going to do EC with them. And so that part's going well. Now, I said that to say this. I don't know what's going to be happening with CAPE this spring. We're supposed to be on this spring is supposed to be the reaffirmation visit from 2019. It was supposed to be last year, but because of COVID, it got put back a year. I don't know if they're coming or not, but I think our house is in order. I've done the case study. We're doing the partnership agreement with districts. We did the Gaston. We're doing this one for free. So I think everything's in good shape for that. But I say that to say this, if they come back, I'm gonna need to call on some of y'all to be available to talk with them. That just like the last time around, just in the back of your mind, I may have to call on you for that. I've heard nothing on CAPE other than they're coming this spring. I have no notion of when they'll be here or what they'll want. But we've converted over to the new ALA system. I did that this summer. So they've got all of our data. Everything is fixed where the data is an easy pull now. So I'm hoping it's not going to be like before, like we were fighting fire, trying to gather stuff together that was here, there, and everywhere. We got it pretty well organized this time, got it in one place. So hopefully, if we do have CAPE this spring, it will not be a big burden on y'all, because y'all don't get paid for that. But may need to have you come in, like we did last time, or may just consume with you. I don't know how they'll want to do that if they come, but I've got everything that we need if they come, so we're good to go. All right. Does anybody else have anything that's pressing? We've had a great start, other than the normal melt when they get the financial aid decisions. Now, we've had a couple that said that I grossly underestimated the amount of time that this program was going to take. And I thought, well, at least you're honest. I try my best on all the sessions that I do with KTA and all the information that we put out in the recruiting cycle to remind them that, especially the 12-month program, you're doing 2 years work in one, and it's going to take 20 hours a week. I'm gonna have to develop a new comedy routine. How many is 20? I don't think they believe that 20 hours means 20 hours a week. I think they think that 20 means 5, maybe 7. No, it means 20. And so we've had a couple that said, this is way more than I can do. Well, that's good to know now. And then, of course, the financial decisions came out today, financial aid, and that knocked us out of 4 more. So hopefully we'll be okay on our melt. I mean, it'll be down. I think when we get done, we'll be about 60. I believe I said we'd have about 60. So it's about right. And so, but if you're having some that, I know y'all are already meeting with them. One got registered today, and I told her to put her in Danny's class. So I know that she'll be behind, but y'all know y'all catch her up. So I'm thinking that's the last one that they're going to register. They said the last one was last Tuesday, but
I didn't get anything, Dale, stating that I have a new student.
Yeah.
I got the ones that were withdrawn today, but I didn't get a new student.
Let me share my screen and give you the name so you can be looking. If I can get things to work. Garden.
Dale, while you're looking.
Marguerite Jones.
Marie,
Marguerite. Marguerite. Marguerite Jones. Got enrolled today in 601C2. There's her.
okay, I looked at that and Kathy and I had talked and I did not see it as I probably looked at it as a withdrawal instead of okay, I got it. But the problem that with the recruitment is not with you or with anybody, but KTA gives these people erroneous information.
Well, they're trying to make the sale.
It's amazing the stories that they tell us.
Oh,
What's told to them.
I do not doubt that in the least. I do not doubt that in the least. And I try my, just like I have protested the flyers that have all this information that's erroneous on it. But now, they're used car salesmen. They're trying to make the sale.
Well, they're not even good used car salesmen.
No, they're not. They are not. And so, they want you to go along with what they say. And I'm like, well, when they get here and it's not what you told them, that they're going to know the difference. But, they think if we get them in that we'll find a way to convince them, But if people tell me two things, one, I can't afford it. I ain't loaning money. I can't do that. That's fool's errand. That's their business. They're in the business of loaning money. And the second thing is time. If you tell me you don't have enough time, well, I expect you to be adult enough to be able to make those decisions. We can't fix don't have enough time and don't have enough money. But we'll work with you if you'll work. But now, if you don't have the time to work or you don't have the money to pay, then neither one of those is within our purview to fix. And so those are the two things when those come in, they always, did you talk to this person? Well, what do you want me to say? No. If they tell me I don't have the time or the money, I can't make any more of either. If they're having questions or issues, I can work with that, but I can't, time and money, that would be a no. So, but I will get you let me shut myself. I will get you all these that dropped today. I will update the CC1 and get that to you this evening, just as soon as I can get those done. I was busy this afternoon on something else. Don't forget, we've got town hall for our legacy students and those who work with them. We'll be on with them again in 15 minutes. I sent the agenda on the things that they need to do. The couple of things that we need to make sure that we I'll go over it 1,000 times tonight, but please reiterate again. They need to be making plans now. The president has decided, since he wants to go to his children's graduation, I believe is the deal on Saturday. Our graduation is going to be Thursday night, Friday. I know that's hard on school people, but now there will be no change in that. It's Thursday night, Friday. So Thursday night will be the general one in the stadium where they shoot the fireworks. And Friday, we'll have ours somewhere. I don't know, the College of Edmond. But remembering that everybody goes through that ceremony now because everybody gets a master's degree. So they'll all be there. Now, and also reiterate to the ones who are finishing this summer. That's the folks in 603 this semester, the 12-month program, and the 604s. Make sure that we reiterate to them, there is no summer graduation. Now, there is a completion date. We'll determine whatever date that is in late July, and they can apply for their license and they're done. But there is no ceremony for them this summer. And so two things happen. One, they don't know that there's not a graduation, and they ask when we come. Well, it's in December. That would be the first thing. And the second thing is when they hear there's no commencement ceremony, they think they don't graduate. That I need to apply for my license. They can apply. There is a end date that they technically graduate. It'll be that last Friday in December is in July is normally the date, but there won't be a ceremony that weekend. It will be in December. Those are the two things that kind of catch us out on that deal. And so, and go ahead and remind everybody that's graduate, you 605 folks, be sure to remind everybody that everybody this spring will be getting a diploma. We'll try to come to both of them and remind them they need to have regalia. Ever how that works, they need to be watching for the emails when that graduation fee and all those things, but they need to show up in regalia. We let some go through the line this past December at the College of Ed ceremony that did not have their regalia on. They were the last of the add-ons, but that will never happen again. So make sure they know that if they come and they want to participate, they've got to have regalia. Again, I'm not in the regalia business, but they need to be paying attention to their email to make sure they have that.
Hey, Dale, that email will come from Johnston's?
Yeah, it'll come from Johnston's, directly from them, but they need to order their cap and gown. And they'll get and they need to have their hood. All of them get hooded on stage at the College of Ed. The masters get hooded just like the doctors do. So when they come across the stage this spring on that Friday morning, they will need to have a cap and gown on, and they'll need to have a hood in their hand so that we can put it over their head. And so that's, I know that sounds trivial, but it's not. President was not happy that folks went through the line without their regalia on, and that they were certificate people was immaterial to him. He wants everybody to have a cap and gown on. I'm passing the message along. All right. I'll get that MSA. I'll get the MSA CC1 list out. I'll take the ones off of it, and I'll get it out to you. But again, Steve, thank you a million for covering for Rachel. Again, prayers for Rachel. Thank you, Phyllis, for covering all the ones you're covering, and 3 student teachers this semester. And all of you do. Yes, Steve.
I don't know if this is appropriate or not, but if everybody is teaching those new those 601s, have them check their email, because I've got 21. I've only heard back from like 7. So, it's always a headache to get in touch with them here at the beginning. So just, I don't know if they're getting the email or not, because they're not. 7 out of 21 responded back.
I have sent 2 emails to my CC1s, and I've heard back from a little over half. So yeah, please remind them.
We will. I'm sure they will. I can't be with you tomorrow night.
I know this is probably not a great suggestion, but I really think that if we put the onus on them as their first assignment to contact us, we would save a lot of time.
Yeah. Well, we told them last week, and I'm sure Danny and Kathy will tell them again tonight, and Robin at 7 o'clock tonight. They're meeting with them again in a little over an hour, and they'll tell them again. The problem is, quite honestly, I hate to throw the IT people under the bus after Dee Dee went to all the trouble that she went through to help us last week to get Zoom accounts when it wasn't her job, but she did it anyway. She found a way to get it done. But quite honestly, that link, we used to have a link that we published where they could forward their Gardner Web to their other email. That no longer works. That forwarded email deal, you have to set up now. I can show them how. Now I'm not an iPhone person, but now on a Droid, I can show them how to put multiple accounts under their email. But I can do that part where you do that. But again, you've got to have the IP address and do all that from Gardner Web let them do that on your phone. And I'm not sure that there's anybody over there that knows that. I have it on mine, but that link, we used to give them a link where that would set it up. It no longer works. And so they're having to make a lot of them can't check their Gardner Web email at work on any of the school devices. They're blocked and they have to do it on their personal devices and they don't know how to do that. It seems to me like phones have been so common for so long that they know how to do that, but it's a technical issue that we're having. So, but there's not really anybody. That's not something that's a high priority.
I had
talk
my
to-
email, I had mine forwarded when we could do that. And now it told me how to undo that, and that doesn't work. I still get a message that it's not forwarding it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about. That link no longer works, and I don't know what they do. Every time you report something like that, they just do the equivalent of taking the battery out of the smoke alarm. They just turn it off. So, they instead of fixing it. And so I think we do have the site supervisor link fixed. It was down for over 2 years. I think it is fixed now where we can update the site supervisor and it goes to the Crystal report. So we can kind of track where they are. It's not such a big deal about who the site supervisor is. The problem is when they change school and we don't know where they are. Especially the South Carolina people that I now have to designate the difference between their license according to what school they were at. That's another level of aggravation that South Carolina has added now. Just for FYI, South Carolina has split their licensure for principal into elementary and secondary. And I have to know where they are and I have to track back their hours and do all those things when I do the forms for them, since I now get to do licensure as well. And so I don't know. I'm on the committee to replace Wendy, but we've only got one person who's applied. So we've not officially met because we don't have enough applicants to review yet. So I don't know. I hold out no hope that we'll get a new Wendy anytime soon. So I'm doing licensure and task stream, both program manager and sysadmin for both of those. So, well, I didn't need to sleep much anyway, so it keeps me out of trouble, keeps me out of the pool hall. I'd be over at the golf course playing cards and hustling pool over there. So it keeps me out of trouble. So misspent youth. And so, yeah, that's kind of taking that's why I said this afternoon I was on a licensure snipe hunt this afternoon that kept me from updating the MSA list, but I'll get that done tonight. All right, we better go to our town hall. All right, thank you, everybody. I appreciate what you do for students. Thank you.